what's up guys? I'm back from Europe. You can see the Teslas up here and the European currency up here. It was a good time and I have a lot of videos I'm going to make for you guys in the next couple days, weeks, and months. But actually, the first video I'm dropping is not even one of my games. It's not Magnus Carlsen's games, it's better than both. This is my student Evelyn against Carlo in one of the most beautiful games you'll ever see in your life. But before we get into this game, don't forget to like and subscribe for more great chess videos. Alright, so this game begins in a knight orf. So Evelyn plays this g3 line. So this is the line I gave her, and ever since she started doing this, she's been absolutely posterizing everyone who plays knight orf. Georgia, we have another pandemic. G3 Sicil. So the idea with g3 is you're going to fianchetto, and at some point you're going to go knight d5. Now, the cool thing is, sometimes you can, or a lot of time, you can go knight d5, even if there's a pawn on e6. So let me just give you guys a sample variation. Actually, even there, I think e5 is possible. But let's say, for example, we get like something like this position. Let's say bishop b7, rook e1, and then like knight d7. There are always some really cool ideas with here, here, and here. And I'm actually going to pretty confidently say that this is still better for white. These sacrifices always kind of work, and they make the game very spicy. So she's been just posterizing fools with this stuff, which has been great. So Carlo goes for bishop g4, sorry, e5 and then bishop g4. Very sensible variation here. So the idea is if f3, the bishop that, let's say we just go ahead like here and here, this bishop is now blocked by the extra pawn on f3. So that is why they play bishop g4. Now something interesting is, even though you play g3 and you want to fianchetto, here we can actually trade off these two bishops. And the reason why is the fianchetto bishop is very strong. It's a very important piece. But even stronger than that, or more important, is the d5 square. And with e5 and them trading off the light square bishop, we still control this d5 square, so it is okay to trade off the light square bishops. So something that makes chess hard is there's rules, and then there's times where you can actually break the rules, or you can do something else. And the hard part is knowing when to do which. So that would have been fine, but she decided to keep it simple. But she did, I think, a very good job the next move of realizing I can't let them break with d5. If they break with d5, then black is equal, if not better. So she goes knight d5, and we get this very common structure. This 4 on 2.5. You see this in a bunch of knight orfs, a bunch of different types of knight orfs. So we're going to go ahead and see what happens next. So right now the game isn't too amazing. You're like, you said this game is going to be amazing. Hey, this is nothing that great. Trust me, it's about to spice it up a lot. So we're just going to go ahead and get to this. So this is when the real attack, the real middle game begins. So here, since Evelyn has 4 on 3, 2.5, 3, whatever you want to say, this is her strong side. This is the side of the board that Evelyn wants to focus on. The queen side and the center. So what she does is she opens up the strong side. This is always a really good principle. Push pawns on the side you're focusing on, and don't push pawns over here because you're not focusing here. And your goal is to open up and then win material. So she goes c5. So c5, and now a6 is attacked by the bishop, and obviously this pawn is attacking both of these. So Carlo goes rook a8, and now here she has a choice. So she can go c6, and computer actually gives this plus 2.7. So the computer likes this variation, but it's breaking the rule of open up your strong side. And both moves are good, but this one's going to be a lot easier for you to play and a lot harder for your opponent to play because it is opened up, so they can't blockade it. So here, she goes b5, doing a really good job of continuing to open it up. So a5, and now she brings the rook in. So this is when things start exploding. So queen c1, and then this is the beginning. So if you guys want to pause the video, here is the first of many super exciting moves. Evelyn goes rook takes d6.
She's got
If king takes, then queen c5 is checkmate. These triple b pawns have come to use, and the king has no more squares left. So rook takes d6. He goes rook c8. So she goes queen a3, hitting him, putting him in this line of fire. So king e8, and then another gangster-like behavior from Evelyn. She goes rook to c6.
Knock, past and past part of sneak.
Because if you take this guy, I'm going to take this way, and these pawns are too much. You can't castle. I think there's even a variation. If rook takes c6, she doesn't even take back. She goes bishop b5, and this is just all she wrote. Murder, prison, bad things happening. This is what prison looks like for this poor king on e8. So he doesn't take. He goes queen a8. Now she comes in. Okay, whenever you have a really good attack, whenever you're putting a lot of pressure on your opponent, bring in the queen to finish off the job. This is the Grim Reaper, the harbinger of death. The queen d6, queen b8, and this is the first, or not the first, the second, the crescendo of greatness being realized. Like, words don't even describe how amazing this move is. Queen takes d7 check. Oh my god, a queen sack for a bishop.
Oh, is the UFC Bantamweight champion! Oh my goodness! That's the biggest upset in the history of the sport!
So here, king takes queen, and actually with bishop h3 check. Bringing the bishop in and controlling the light squares. And now, rook takes is possible too, but I actually like bishop takes better because it's more straightforward. Because it has better control. So here's another great thing, and you have to always be careful when you have really winning positions and what you're doing. But if you can control the position, if you can make sure your opponent has no counterplay, they're stuck, that is a very easy way to live life. Because then you don't have to worry about anything. You don't have to worry about getting hit back. So bishop e7, king f2, she's bringing all the pieces in, beautiful chess. And then here, to cement the bishop in, she goes b7. And after rook d8, there's the next cool theme, cool finishing move. If you want to pause the video, now is the time. But she goes rook a6, and then rook a8, and the queen is trapped.
Oh my goodness! Flying knee! Perfect!
Basically, she was like, get over here, put her arm around, and then she sunk in the rear naked choke. So this is beautiful martial arts at its finest. Bishop c7, take, check, and now the next pawn comes. You can't do anything, and then bishop b6. And this is, okay, so I'll go here, and then rook c6 using the same maneuver to go attack this bishop, remove this bishop, to promote one of the three sisters, the three daughters. These three B pawns. Brazilla, Brianna, and Becky. All of them future queens, am I right? So this is where, if this was an MMA fight, someone would be yelling, stop the fight, stop the fight.
It's not over. Come on, it's not over. Stop the fight! That's the second time now, Dan.
Into the joy of Black's position, the fight was stopped. Here's where he resigned. And I asked her, like, how did your opponent take it during the game? And she was like, oh, he was just laughing. He was having a good time. So yeah, this is one of the most amazing, beautiful games I've seen of chess in a long time. It's very cool to see. Congratulations to Evelyn. She's about 1900, trying to make her way to 2000. And if she keeps playing like this, then I think Grandmaster or even more is definitely a possibility. So hope you guys, I mean, of course you guys found this video very entertaining. It was queen sack, rook sack, promotion, triple pawn on the b file. Like, what else could you ask for in this beautiful, beautiful game? So hope you guys enjoyed, and I will catch you guys later.